We're still on with a continuous coverage of the Israel-Hamas war. Well, the Gaza Strip has been under siege for over a month now, and we've been tracking all the details here on WION. Life in the crowded enclave has gone from bad to worse. The Strip, which is home to 2.2 million people, has been under consistent Israeli bombings. Now, what has compounded the suffering of Gazans are the constant evacuation orders from Israel. Displacement and deprivation. They are now the defining feature of life in Gaza. On Saturday, Palestinians continued to flee their homes. This is after Israel's latest warning to evacuate some areas in the south came in. Israel denies issuing any such order, but with most communication lines shut across Gaza, confusion has taken over.
أنا أجيت من منطقة الجنوب وبيتنا انقصر وأجينا هنا على المدرسة لأنه مش متوفر عندنا لا غاز ولا أي شيء والحال صعب يعني وهينا بنعمل على النار الأكل للأولاد وما فيش يعني أي مساعدات يعني بتصل فالله يعيننا على حالنا ولا في غاز ولا أي شيء والوضع صعب يعني جدا متدهور.
Earlier, many started fleeing the Al-Shifa hospital even after Israel clarified that no evacuation order had been issued for the medical center yet. In fact, Al-Shifa doctors say that most medical staff and patients have left the hospital, which has become the primary target of Israel's ground offensive. As it says that the hospital is located above a Hamas command center claimed by the IDF.
مجمع الشفاء الطبي لا تزال قوات الاحتلال تعود فسادا في كافة أقسام المستشفى المختلفة وأصبح المستشفى بكل تفاصيله ثكنة عسكرية لقوات جيش الاحتلال.
In addition, leaflets asking people to leave the southern areas have been dropped in Khan Younis, the biggest city in southern Gaza. The latest order would mean relocation for thousands of Gazans again. Earlier, Gazans were ordered to move south of Wadi Gaza. Israel has denied ordering evacuation in southern areas as well, but amid confusion and chaos, exodus continues on the streets of Gaza.
صار علينا لا مية ولا كهرب ونوم على البلاط وولادنا عيانين ايش بدك اقولك اكثر من هيك وتعبانين وشقيانين وبنقول حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
According to the United Nations, over 1.6 million had been displaced in this process as civilians continue to flee northern Gaza. Many were hit by strikes on their way towards south. All this while Israel continued striking targets across the territory. After 3 weeks of airstrikes coupled with Gaza siege, Israel began military action inside Gaza on October 27th. And since then, there seems to be no place that is safe in Gaza for the Palestinians. Amid displacement, shelling has also continued in Gaza. Today, over 80 have been killed in Israeli strikes. Yesterday, around 80 have been killed in Israeli strikes on Jabalia refugee camp. It is the biggest refugee camp in Gaza.
المجازر اللي ارتكبوها في كل الشمال كل الشمال ما خلوا ولا مدرسة آمنة ولا خلوا مستشفى آمن ولا خلوا مكان آمن ولا بيت آمن كل العالم تتفرج علينا.
Due to continued siege and strikes, the supply of critical supplies has also been affected in Gaza. The UN World Food Programme says that civilians face the immediate possibility of starvation due to the lack of food supplies. Fears of apart from this, there are also growing fears of diseases, which has also been looming over the region. So the question that arises here is, where will Gazans go now? Is there any place safe in the besieged strip?